Our I-Team is staying on top of your continuing questions when it comes to solar panels. And they found that you can end up stuck with a pretty big bill for them in some cases. Andre Lucia has been looking at complaints, in fact, from people who say they inherited huge debt, large debt in many cases, from their loved ones that they unknowingly took on in the past. And with that, I know that you began on this last year, November of last year. I think it's been a while.
November of last year. Yeah, and we got a big response to that story. I was surprised by how many people reached out to me, to the station, to let us know their relatives were misled by solar companies and locked into big contracts that in some cases outlived them and their children are now having to deal with. The complaints did involve different families, several different companies, but there was one story that really stuck out.
He had stage 4 liver disease, and they gave him less than 6 months to live.
In his final years, William Hampton depended on his children for nearly everything.
He couldn't stay awake. He would call me by my mom's name. He couldn't remember who I was.
So his oldest, Cynthia, who'd moved in next door, was surprised one day to see workers installing solar panels.
I told him, no, don't put this stuff out here. He's dying. The guy was like, well, we have a contract. We're not stopping.
Hampton's children at the time had no copy of this contract their father apparently signed. And they say Sonova, the company selling the panels, refused to discuss it with them.
They were not going to speak with us unless we signed the contract with him.
Did he remember signing the contract?
No, he didn't remember any of it. Knowing what they had to go through to get him to be able to even sign the papers, that's the part that infuriates me.
When Cynthia's father died last year, she turned her attention to his finances. She finally got that contract, laying out a 25-year loan for nearly $60,000 solar panels. And she found all the bills Sonova had sent. Despite having these solar panels generating electricity right here in his backyard, the Hamptons say their father's house back there got none of it. No lines were ever installed connecting the two, and during local power outages, it would be in the dark, just like everyone else. The electric company does credit the Hamptons for the energy it collects from the panels. In February of last year, for example, their father got $95 off his bill, leaving him to pay the remaining $739. The Texas Attorney General's office has received dozens of complaints about Sonova. Many who wrote in told us the company targeted sick and elderly relatives.
It was a 25-year contract that an 86-year-old man signed who couldn't even sign his own name.
He had been being treated for dementia for about 5 years.
She couldn't see, she couldn't hear well.
He was starting to have Alzheimer's.
I feel like he was taken advantage of.
The I-Team reached out to Sonova for this story. They sent us a statement that says, in part, our dealers are not permitted to sell to any customer who, due to language barriers, health, or other evident conditions, is unable to fully understand the terms of the contract. In the statement, Sonova also said that if an issue is discovered, action is taken, including in some cases, removing the dealer salesperson from its platform. The Hamptons have now spent nearly a year trying to resolve their dispute in order to sell their father's land. They expect when they do, most of what he left them will end up being spent to pay off Sonova.
It's hard seeing what he worked for, go away. There's already so much pain, It's just one more knife in the back. It's hard enough to lose a parent. And then to see what people have done to you and your family, it's not right.
And Sonova uses third-party companies to sell its solar panels, but says every contract goes through a vigorous process by Sonova to verify the customer's identity and make sure that customer understands the contract terms. It says Mr. Hampton never reached out with concerns and that his daughter didn't provide the documents the company needed to confirm that she was his proper representative. But as you heard, she tells that story a little bit differently.
Yeah, boy, that leads to so many questions. The simple one for the Hamptons, at least, that's the big story that's highlighted. What's right now? Where do things stand with them? Any resolution?
Right, yeah. So they stopped paying Sonova when their father died.
and they have asked the company to just come and pick up the panels, take them back. Sunnova, in the meantime, has filed what's called a UCC. It's similar to a lien that the family says has complicated their efforts to sell the property. Sunnova told us it is going to try to continue to work with the family towards some kind of resolution.
You cross fingers on something like that. You mentioned also the Texas Attorney General received a lot of complaints, because that's where complaints are supposed to go, right, to the AG's office to a large degree. So curious, I bet you're probably asking the same question. Government take any action? What have they done?
You know, not that we found. The customers that we spoke to said they never heard back from the AG's office, and some of them are really upset about that lack of action, but they are also really upset with the federal government, which has actually stepped in to help Sunnova expand, and that's something that we're going to be back tomorrow to talk about.
And she's going to be back because this all started in November, as mentioned, and you out there had 1,000 questions for all of us in here in the I-Team. Andrea, thanks. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.